right? Excuse me. The next task is
so you're not sharing your screen, I guess.
screen is shared, no?
It's visible for me.
Yeah.
For me also, it's visible.
Screen is shared, sir. You can rejoin it, disconnect and rejoin, sir, in that case. Task 6 is all about deploying virtual machine using Cloud Shell or SDK. So you can use either our yesterday deployed SDK port shell, or you can use Cloud Shell. So since you are not used Cloud Shell, you can use Cloud Shell today. Okay, here I will give you the command to deploy a virtual machine. This is the command. So for that, you should have a virtual, you should provide a virtual machine name, subnet name, a region, and a image family. Okay, and also CentOS 6 and the project name. Okay,
So CentOS 6 is operating system, right?
yes. Yeah, so let me try this. I mean, let
So
me.
your screen stuck for me again.
I'm not sure, sir. Is that the problem with all or? You can able to view a notepad, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, sir. Let me finish this lab and I'll help you out. If you still have an issue, allow me some time. Let me navigate back to my project 1. Okay, and I'll verify I have a VPC, a subnet. My subnet name is subnet 1 production. Yeah, I think you just need to provide the subnet name. Remaining thing, it's I think it will deploy it, because it's gonna enable a session in the active project itself. So you don't need to provide a project info. Let me show you this. So you know how to launch a Cloud Shell, right? All of you. Yesterday we have seen this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna click on this. So it will load a Cloud Shell for me. So you can see this already. My Cloud Shell is landed to a respective project. This is my project ID. Do you agree with me, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now I paste that command which is copied here. So how to paste it here? You just need to use Control V. When you press Control V, it will paste it here. So I'm just verifying G Cloud Compute Instances create. This is the name of the machine, Cloud SDK-VM, and name of the subnet, and the zone and the image family. It's going to deploy a CentOS machine to me. I'll click on enter. So you can see that. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So it's created a machine for me. So let me verify that. Navigate to compute engine, VM instances. Can you all see? There is a machine is created, cloud SDK-VM. So I have executed by using one simple command. Okay, so let me share this command to you. I request all of you to change your subnet name. If you don't have that subnet, it will not create your machine. Okay, so let me share this. Yeah, please proceed. And you can notice that I have not mentioned whether to take E1, E2. So what it will do is it will take the standard one by default, one virtual CPU and 3.75 GB of RAM. And if you want to mention a specific version series, again we have to use a different gcloud command, and then it will take, and then it will deploy a machine in that specific series. You can customize a lot of things. Example, if you want to deploy a machine with 2 NIC card, 2 hard disk, and 4 CPUs, right? Based on the versions, you can customize. You can you can put everything in the code only. Gcloud code, whatever I have provided here, you can customize this. Because gcloud is very vast command, we cannot execute each and every command. I'm just giving you an example. Yesterday we have created a project, and now we are creating a virtual machine. Can you all proceed now? All of you? Guys,
Sir, it's throwing me an error. I don't know why.
what is error? Read that error first.
Uh, the required property project is not currently set. You may set it for your current workspace by running gcloud config set project value.
Okay. Can you your name?
Shreyas,
Okay. Can you share your screen?
can you see it?
Yeah. One moment, sir. One moment. First of all, you should get into your project, gcloud project list. One moment, let me take control. We take control. Give me control, sir.
I just gave it. Yeah.
Okay. One zero one. So it's
Sir, if you
asking.
close and open it again, it will come, sir.
Okay, one moment. Okay, you are set. One moment, you are successfully set it to a project. Do you have a
Yeah,
subnet name?
same, sir. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. So what was the problem?
You were not in a project, sir. You were outside your project.
Okay.
You have to get inside your project.
Hmm. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. You can stop sharing your screen.
So for me, it's showing that command not found.
Maybe you missed a few characters in that command.
So
Have
I
a look.
copied.
Have a look into my screen, sir. Have a look into my screen. Verify this command once again. Or copy from that chat box and verify that command again. Let me know it is done, all of you.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Can I hear the same from others?
Yes, sir. Done.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, right.
Sir, I am facing the same issue. Command not found.
Okay, where you are executing, sir? Are you executing on your cloud shell or your local laptop?
Cloud shell, sir.
Cloud shell. Okay. Did you verify each and every command which I shared? Are you sure? Sir, can you answer to me? Are you sure that you have copied exactly the same command into Cloud Shell?
Yes, sir. I have copied the same.
Okay, let me take control of your screen. Let's find out who made a mistake now. Your name? Sir, your name?
Hey, it's done for me. Someone other has the same problem.
Hey, someone was
I just
sharing that.
rerun the cell and it worked.
Who got issue? Tell me, who got issue?
Rohit, sir.
Rohit? Okay, let me give you a presenter access and you should be in a position to share your screen. Rohit Kumar, right?
Yeah, sir.
One moment. Rohit Kumar, yes. Yes, you are a presenter now. You are good to share your screen. Wait. Let me take a control. Give me control, please. Yes, you are in a project, correct? One moment. Let me read out the command. Gcloud compute instances create. Do you have a subnet called subnet on production? Okay, yes. Image family, CentOS. Okay. Command not found. CentOS -cloud. Looks you have mentioned colon or something. End of your program. Let me find this one moment. CentOS, maybe on the CentOS cloud. Can you copy paste once again the command which I shared to you in a notepad, please? Okay, leave it. Let me take control. Can you open that console, please? Okay, that may be session timed out. One moment. This will happen when you have some session timeouts. Let me try again. Strange. Actually, it wasn't inside the project. Just now it got inside the project and it should work now. Oh man. Can you do one thing? Can you just log out and log in again? Can you just log out from this account and can you log in again? Rohit, can you hear me?
Yeah, sir, I will do that.
Okay. ID is available, just password you copy. Can you open the text copied in chat?
Sir, can you check after cloud?
No, it just copy pastes. I just changed the VM name to Cloud SDK and just copy paste it now. No, you copied everything there. First you put it into Notepad. From there you just extract only the record. Can you see that? It's created. Can you see now?
Yeah, sir. What was the problem, sir?
Nothing, man. I just gave you the command once again. I just changed the VM name. See, Cloud SDK to Cloud SDK-VM1. Nothing much. Okay, cool. Can stop sharing your screen.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Right. So let's proceed now. Task 7 is to create a snapshot. Virtual machine snapshot. Okay, let me make you understand what is snapshot, and then we can proceed creating a snapshot. Okay, pay attention here. I'm gonna brief as a scenario now. So this is Raju. This is Ramu. Okay. Ramu is the boss who will give directions to Raju. Ramu says, hey Raju, we have a testing enabled this weekend. So you see in a production IT environment, there is something called application testing. They'll perform this test before releasing into production. Any application for that matter, before moved to a production environment or for end users use, they'll go for testing. Okay, so here in this example, Raju is the one who is going to test one application. Let's take that application name is like this. Name of the application is called Microsoft vulnerability patch. This is the application. Okay, so this specific application or a patch which they're gonna install on this machine. Okay, and a few things to be considered in mind. Number one, if patch is successful, there'll be a if condition here. This is the application. If patch is successful, then you can no impact to the machine. No impact to OS or end users. If test is successful, what happened? They can push it to production and everyone start using this. If test is not successful, this I will calls yes. If test is successful, yes, and if test is successful, no. If test is not successful, in that case, that application will crash. App gets crashed. Okay, so what happens? Application crash means what? A machine cannot be accessed to external user, or the dependency people may not connect to this machine, right? So you don't know how this works. Unless and until you won't test, you will never get to know. Okay, so for that reason, in a production environment, we have something called snapshot. Snapshot is nothing but instant copy of a virtual machine. We use a naming convention. It's called instant copy of a virtual machine. So in this copy, where you can test application, right? And if test is successful, you can continue with this application. If a test is failed, you have an option to revert back to the previous working state. Let me repeat again. In a production environment, we have something called virtual machine snapshot. When you take a virtual machine snapshot, if testing is successful, you can continue this machine. If the testing is not successful, let's say the machine is crashed, you have an option to revert back to a previous working state. Have you heard about restore points in Windows operating system?
Yes, sir.
How many of restore points? Or I'll give a normal phone example. Let's take you are in a picnic spot and you asked your friend to take your photo, snap, right? What you will do, if picture clarity is good, right? Or if he has taken a good angle, you will say, yes, I will keep it. If there is a blurred image, shaky image, what you will do? You will delete it, correct? Same thing here. In a production environment, we have this concept called snapshot. So that what will happen, you will have a provision to move to a working state any point in time. So it is like this. We call it as snapshot tree. This is snap 1, snap 2, snap 3. You can take multiple snapshots. Okay, and any point in time you feel that I want to go to snapshot 2. Let's say there are multiple testing. Microsoft vulnerability testing is one test. Similarly, you want to do multiple tests. So you can keep on increasing your test. And you found that at one stage, all tests are failed. Okay, what you can do, you can omit this and you can come back to a working state like this. You can come back to snap 1. Or if you don't want snap 1, still you can come back to normal state before the state of snap 1. Okay, so this is all about snapshot. So this would be very much helpful for all developers, programmers, systems before they make any changes to their virtual machine. Any doubts on snapshot? Is it clear? All of
Yes.
you? Okay, right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Will a new virtual machine be created as a copy?
Yes, a new virtual machine will be created, and first copy it will create a full disk copy. Second, subsequent copies, it will make only the changes.
Okay, sir.
Let me help you out how this works. Okay, let's take, you want to take a snapshot of this machine. Okay, let's call name of the machine is VM1 prod. Okay, now you took a snapshot. Let me call it as snapshot 1. So we call it, we also call this as full snapshot. What does it mean? Which means this entire copy is copied for the first time. You'll get entire copy. Okay, and let's take you want to shut. That is snap2. So in snap2, only the blocks which is changed from snap1 to snap2 would be stored. Let's take there is a hard disk. In this hard disk, for snap1, total number of GB saved is 20 GB. After taking snapshot, the size of the hard disk changed to 21 GB. So whatever the data you have changed, only that 1 GB data would be stored in snap2. Only the changes you performed here, this would be stored in snap2. Okay, to understand this, let me sorry.
Got it, sir.
Got it. Okay. Or I'll bring the official page only. You will have a clue. Yeah, have a look into this. This is your first VM example, VM1 prod. Okay, so when you take your first snapshot, it is called full snapshot. The entire disk is copied, and when you take multiple snapshots, right, you see this only contains blocks that are different since snap1. You understood? The different block is 1 GB. That would be stored in subsequent snapshot. Is that clear to all?
Yes, sir.
If you want more, kindly I want all of you to spend at least 2 minutes on this page. Please navigate to this.
Sir, is each snapshot a different VM?
It's not a different VM. It's
It's
a change in
stored in
block. It's a change in block. It's not a new VM.
Okay. It is stored in a same VM, right?
Only see, remember, snapshot is happening at the disk level. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So each individual block of change will be stored in that disk.
Yes.
And when we revert back, that disk will be erased.
Correct.
Okay.
Shall we proceed taking a snapshot? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hope you can view my screen. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I request you to stop your machine because while when the machine is on, the snapshot operation would be delayed. So what I'll do, I'll turn off my machine and then I'll take a snapshot so that it will make my snapshot creation process faster.
So did you delete your SDK VM?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm turning off my VM1 production. So I'll click on snapshots. As of now, I don't have any snapshots. Oh, there is one snapshot. Okay, I'll remove this maybe. Okay, as of now I don't have any snapshot. Let me create a snapshot. So let's call it as snapshot 1. Description. Source disk is nothing but your virtual machine's disk. Okay, I have selected VM1 prod disk, and it will ask you to it will ask you whether you want to keep it in multiple region or region specific. So no need to select in multiple region. When you keep it in multiple region, the price is high, so you can keep in region specific within the same region, South Carolina. And then do you want to enable the volume shadow copy service? This is again this particular feature will helps within the operating system. I don't want to enable this option because we are doing at the disk level. So you can just click on create, and you can find this snapshot is being created. Can you all go ahead and create a snapshot, all of you?
Sir, can you just show once again how to start off? Like, where did we get the snapshots option?
It's under compute engine, sir.
Compute engine, okay.
Sir,
Yes.
so like making any changes in the snapshots won't bring any change in the source VM, right?
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, like making any changes in the snapshots won't bring any change in the source VM, right?
Yes, original machine status is preserved. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay,
correct.
thank you.
You're right. So let's take original machine size is 8 GB. Okay, and you took a snapshot. It will become 8.001 GB. Okay, from that point onwards, whatever the changes you make, it will be on the snapshot disk. Okay, and it will not impact the original disk, base disk.
Yeah, okay, got it.
So where did you hear this word base disk? Because we use it in VMware. These are all virtual machine snapshot. These are all concepts from VMware. Base disk, snapshot tree, parent disk, child disk. These are all naming conventions. We use it in VMware. Okay, have a look into my screen now. You can see disk size 50 GB. I mean, it took a complete disk now. And any changes you make, it will become. Let's take I log into a machine, right? I'll power on this machine. Now this virtual machine is running on snapshot. Okay, any changes which I make now, that will go to snapshot one disk. See now.
So can you just repeat this part?
Okay, now we have one snapshot that is called snapshot one. Any changes which I make within the operating system, it will go and reside on snapshot one.
Okay.
So let me log in now and copy this. So after taking a snapshot, I can make changes to this. Example, I have created one notepad file called snap1. Create a snapshot. It will become snap2 source disk VM prod1. So have a look into this now. I'm taking a second snapshot. So can you see the changes made, all of you guys? Can you pay attention
So
now?
only 300 MB.
Only 300 MB. The changes which I made, that will be on this example. From snap from base image to snap 1, the default size is 8.67. From snap 1 to snap 2, any changes you make, I mean currently I don't have any data in this changes. It shows like 300 MB. Any data which I add now, let's take, I'll add some data here. So you can see I'm downloading around 7 GB of data. So currently whatever the data which is getting downloaded now, it will become, I'm gonna rename it as snap2. It is downloading. Mm. And the snapshot 2 will continue to grow as based on the data which we keep inside this operating system.
So can we also try making snapshot too?
I made a snapshot too now.
And no, can we also do that?
Can you please wait now?
Yeah,
Wait,
okay.
first you understand the concept.
So can we make changes in the original VM now? Will they reflect?
This is the original VM only, along with snapshots, a VM with snapshots. Now if you don't want the changes, you can revert back to the previous state. You can delete those snapshots.
Okay, sir. So if we delete snapshot, it will revert back to that previous state.
See here, there is no option called reverting. If you delete it, it's called merging. Please wait, I'll show you the differences.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now you see I'll take a snapshot again. And you can also see that it snapshot 2, it was created pretty fast. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Snapshot T3, you see it's taking some time.
So while that's creating, can I have a doubt? Even though the size of notepad that was saved was very small.
See, okay, why it was like 300 MB?
Yeah, that was my doubt.
The reason is it is not. It will not look into a file. It will look into a write cache. There is something called block storage. Okay, we use a naming convention called change block tracking. Okay, and that required a buffer space. This will have some headers also. It is not just a file. It will have some headers also. So can you all see the differences now?
Yes, sir.
See, the size of this snapshot is changed to 7.8. So what happened here? The change between snapshot 2 to snapshot 3 is 7.8. The change between snapshot 1 and 2 is that 303 MB. Actually, within the OS, we have only one node have changed. This is the complete copy of the machine. Snapshot 1 is like complete copy. From snapshot 2 onwards, whatever the changes we made, you can see it is being listed. And now you can ask your question one by one. You, madam, you are asking some questions now. Can you ask me now?
What if we want to change or revert back in the original VM?
You can do that. You can do that with the help of deploying a virtual machine from the existing snapshot. So you want to go to, so let me do that. Let's take, we want to go to a state where only notepad was changed.
Okay.
Okay, right? So let me do that. See now, VM instances. Snapshots. I can do it from here also. Can you see this option here?
Yes, sir.
Create instance. It will create an instance now. I'll call it as snap1 to snap2 change VM. Notepad file. Let's keep like this. Put it in South Carolina, and remember you're gonna choose the CPU size to match up the speed. So I'll keep it to 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM, and snapshot disk size is selected. The remaining things are same. You should not reduce the memory when you are deploying a machine from that snapshot, because when you reduce, we have something called page file. Okay, and that has to be corrected back to the default size. Then you will experience a performance there. So it is always recommended to provide the same size so that you can find exactly the same machine.
Got it, sir.
Yeah, let it deploy. We can log in also. Let me show you. In that snap, you will not find that you cannot find 7 GB file in it. And you no need to generate a password for this. It will all whatever the things you had inside that machine, it still continue to work, including credentials.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
One moment, sir. Allow me a few minutes here. Let me finish this up and I'll take your question. Is that fine with you?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. See, I didn't generate any password and it is taking my existing password, whatever I set it to the base machine, and session is also loading up. And you should not see that CentOS file, some ISO file which I have downloaded and kept it on the desktop. Can you see? Only this snap file is visible. Can you all see this?
Yes,
All
sir.
of you? Yeah. So what happened here? It preserved the state. So let me come back here. See, we have two machines here. Let's take, this is the actual machine. Okay, let's consider this machine is crashed when you applied a snap, right? For example, you applied snap should change. Let's call this machine is crashed like this. Machine is crashed, but still your state is preserved. Can you see? All of you, are you getting it? Your state is preserved. See, you have come back to the previous working state. This is a previous working state, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you all do this now?
So instead of that 7 GB file, can we just create another notepad instead?
uh, you download at least 1 GB file. No, you should see some
Oh,
differences.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should visibly see there should be some changes. Download any 1 GB file. There are a lot of online contents you can download 1 GB. Can you do this now, all of you? I'll give you the steps how to do. So what you have to do, step 1, deploy a deploy VM pod. Okay. Step 2, create snapshot 1. post creating snapshot, add notepad file. Create snapshot to post creating snapshot, add 1 GB file on list.
Sir, after creating one snapshot, the VM should be fully stayed on, right? Before creating the next snapshot.
VMS?
VM should be switched on, right? Continuously.
Yeah, of course. After creating snapshot, yeah. Let me mention this: deploy VM prod1 and power off VM. I mean, it will make the deployment faster. Deploy VM and power off. Create a snap1, power on VM. Sorry, create power on a VM and then create a snapshot. Create snapshot 2, sorry, 3 to know the changes. That is to understand like how much data is changed. You don't need actually snap 3, but still if you want to know like whether it is reflecting the changes, you can just create one.
So I have a doubt. Can I ask now?
Yes.
Yeah, sir. While you have created snapshots, there was a size written after that snapshot size. Can you move to that screen?
Which screen?
Where the size is written snapshot screen.
Yes.
Yes, sir. The size is written like snapshot size. So I want to ask, like, snapshot two is of size 303 MB, or it's added into the snapshot one size, total size of
It's
snapshot two.
combination of both. This snap 3 will have 303 plus the changes which we made on this. Both.
So, sir, the total size will be the addition of both the
Yes.
both all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And while creating the instance,
Hmm.
you have chosen snapshot two
Hmm.
as per se, and you created the instance. But
Yes.
while creating that, you choose two CPU and 4 GB.
Hmm.
Is it is a lesser size, sir? But the size is exceeding 4 GB, right? If you see it.
No, size is the same, right?
No, sir. Can you go to snapshot two?
One
Again, snapshot.
one moment.
Snapshot.
One moment, man. See, VM1 2 CPU, 8 GB RAM, and in fact I have reduced, I guess. Size is reduced. Tell
Yes,
me.
sir. That's my question. Like, size is 4 GB here, but
But it's not recommended. See, to run an operating system, you need for the OS requirement is minimum 1 GB. One CPU, 1 GB also it will run. Okay. But for a performance sake, see here, disk is being captured. CPU, memory, NIC card will not have an impact. Only a performance impact will be there.
That means this snapshot size and that size is different.
Different, sir. Different. That is
Okay.
RAM, sir. This is on disk, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
RAM is different. The disk is different, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Is it done? Oh, you're performing now. Sorry. You can take 10 minutes now. I'll give you the steps. Is it done, everyone? Are you performing snapshots?
I am deploying the snapshot instance.
Super, sir. Okay. Can I hear from others? Which stage you are in?
Deploying snap instance, sir.
Okay.
Same with me.
Okay.
Same, sir.
Please proceed. Yeah.
It worked for me, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me wait for others to confirm.
So worked for me too.
Okay, thank you. Others?
Got it, sir. Me too, sir.
Worked, sir.
Okay, I'll wait for others to confirm. Do you need some more time, everyone?
Yes, sir. 3 more minutes.
Okay.
Worked for me, sir.
Okay. Guys, can you please confirm, like, do you need some more time?
No, sir, it's working for me.
Okay, shall we proceed then?
Yes.
Okay, right now let's perform some cleanup. We can go ahead and remove all the snapshots. Yeah, and we can also terminate VM1 production. Oh, not the production one, snapshot one. Let me know once you have cleaned up everything.
So done for me, but should we leave the file that we downloaded as is?
Sorry,
Within
what
the
is that?
VM. Within the VM, we downloaded a file, right? Big file, 7 GB file. We will leave it as is, right? We will not
Yeah.
touch it. Yeah.
Just delete the VM itself. We don't need. Oh, you mean the production machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that we're not gonna do anything. Let it be.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one is called images. Look into my screen. So here you can see there are many images are available. Okay, as you know, today also we have deployed a machine with 2019 images, that is 2019. Let me call it as data center 2019. So can you see these are all like default images provided by GCP to us. These are like default images. So in an organization, I want to have my own customized images. Okay, and in that case, you can create your customized images with the help of create image option. So you can call like it would be good if we remove that file because it's taking the source disk. So let's RDP and remove our 7 GB file so that it will help to increase the images bit faster. You all know images, right? Images means it's a powered off copy of a machine. Through that image we can deploy many machines. So let's connect to my machine.
So,
One moment, I'll take your question.
yeah.
Allow me a minute. So let's take this is like my customized machine with some applications, additional disks, networks, CPUs, and so on. And I want to create an image of this. Okay, images, create an image. This called as masker eraser custom image, and the disk source type is disk. Yeah, image can be from a snapshot also. You can see this. Okay, in my case, an image is from a disk. Source disk is VM1 prod, and a region South Carolina, and remaining things are default. Encryption, let it be default. Click on create. Information. Okay, it says that hey, you're gonna stop your machine. You should stop your machine. Start the instance. Okay, let me stop this instance. As I mentioned, stopping an instance will make the deployment process faster, because when a machine is on at the disk level, there are locks. There will be a lock on the CPU, there will be lock on the disk. So these locks will be released so that it will make the copying process faster. Now we'll go back to images. I'll give an example for images also. Let's take um, a company called Fractal, where there are 100 new joiners joined to a company. All of them need .NET, Python, and other customized applications. Okay, and this machine should be deployed in another 2 hours. If it is a normal process, a person who don't have any clue about image, what he will do, he will deploy the same machine 200 times, sorry, 100 times. Okay, that will take him to 2 days instead of 2 hours. Since a cloud engineer who is aware of how images works, he can create one master copy, master image. From that he can deploy hundreds of machines. It will make his deployment process faster. Understood? In the default image, you may not have your customizations. Example, Windows 2019 data center version, you will not find the customizations which you need. Example, there won't be any Python, there won't be any .NET application installed. You don't see such changes. This is completely a user customized image. some reason, sometime it's not listing out my contents. I'm just refreshing now.
So, meanwhile, can I ask you a question?
Oh yeah, some of you were asking a question. Sorry, please tell me what was your question? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not getting the difference between snapshot and image. So, like, can you elaborate a bit more?
Okay. Snapshot is a point in time copy of an image. Okay, where you can frequently switch to a specific state. Okay, image is the one which is a customized image where you can use this to deploy multiple virtual machines. See, image example is today we deployed a machine, right? 2019 data center machine, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2019 operating system, it's already pre-installed on that image. That's why we could able to deploy an OS, deploy a machine. Understood? Snapshot, you cannot customize it. Okay, snapshot is primarily designed for a short-term use. You cannot use a snapshot for a longer duration because, see here, see here, snapshot will have a dependency of base disks. This disk will have a dependency of this, and this disk will have a dependency of this. Disk will have a dependency of this. Okay, so these are all multiple files comes under a common disk. Okay, so when you have split up files like this, the chances of corruptions are high. This will corrupt. If this corrupts, this is also gone. It is like parent. This is parent to this, and this is child, and this is child, right? If something happens to the parent disk, all child disks are impacted. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So we cannot make use of this as a we usually won't recommend to take a snapshot disk as an in the disk format only. Snapshot disk, it is only a disk changes. This will not have RAM. This will not have CPU. This will not have NIC card. Okay, it is just a disk point in time. Whereas an image, images will have a complete OS. OS is running inside a disk. there will be a disk here. Okay, a OS will be running on this disk. Here also you have OS, but you have multiple split up files like this. The chances of corruption is high in snapshot, whereas a disk is a powered off copy. Okay, and you can deploy any number of machines from this. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let me create an image. I will call it as custom. No, masker. It's here. Source disk test VM. US. Let it be regional and create.
Sir, is it test VM or VM prod one?
My bad. One moment. One moment. I supposed to create in this. I move to project. It's not a test VM, sir. It's a production VM. I moved to a different project actually. Let me. I've just corrected this. VM is running. Okay, VM is off now. Finally, it creates now, and thing is, it will take some time. So can you all proceed creating a custom image, all of you?
Done, sir.
Okay, it will take some time. It will take at least 2 to 5 minutes to create an image.
So why is this process not showing in notifications like all other processes?
It will show us it. It is creating in the backend. See here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, have a look into my screen. You can see my customized image is created. Okay, and through this image I can deploy a machine. Either you can select this image and directly create a VM like this, create an instance, or traditional method VM instances. Create a new instance. And you can deploy this way. VM from custom, put it in East US E2. Let's go with higher volume. And here boot disk, look into my screen, change this boot disk, and here can you see one option called custom images, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Click on this custom image and it's fetching all the custom images. You can select, can you see Bhaskar Racer custom image, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and select this and you are good to create a virtual machine. Snapshots are not recommended for deploying a virtual machines. In case of disk failure, you can use that as an a recovery option, but we are not recommending that as for that for images. Can you all deploy your virtual machines, please?
So my image is still getting created.
Oh, okay, fine, yeah, no problem. And the best thing is all default username customizations, everything remains same. Okay, let it deployed. I need just quick 10 minutes. You guys can please proceed. I'm back. How's it going, guys? All of you?
I'm done, sir.
Sir, done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, you can also verify by connecting to the machine. Whatever the changes you performed, it's continue to work.
Yes, sir.
Did you verify by connecting to the machine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I heard only two voices. How about others?
Yes, sir.
Guys, I have your performance evaluation chart. Okay, I have a feedback to share. Kindly revert. Can you please confirm the remaining people?
Sir, it has been created, but I'm connecting it now.
Okay. Yeah, at least you share the status like what is happening there. If you stuck, I can help you. That's the intention there. Can you all see? The racer is back. So absolutely works fine on customized images. Right.
Working for me, sir.
Okay.
So one small doubt.
The doubt is a doubt, sir. No small in it. Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
So what are the scenarios under which we use image and what are the scenarios we use snapshot?
I gave one example. I gave two examples. Can anyone answer to him now? Let's see who will remember this. Anyone want to answer to this question? Guys?
Like when we want to keep the backup of whatever the thing we do, like at that time we can have the snapshots as for each work we do, like downloading some software or creating any text file or anything. But images, like it is like creating an instance of our machine itself. So if we want the entire thing to be replicated or something, we can use the images.
Yes. So I gave one example. Do you remember there are 100 new joiners joined to a company called Fractal, right? And for them, there should be a pre-installed .NET, Python, Java. As a normal employee, he will deploy 100 times individual machines. Okay. If a person who knows or a Google Cloud engineer who is aware of images, he will simply deploy multiple machines from a common image. That is custom image which I have just created. Do you agree with me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Snapshot we can use while troubleshooting apps and softwares, right?
Yes. Especially it's a boon for developers. And let's take a person who want to test application in two platforms. One is on .NET, other one is in Java. So he can take multiple snapshot and he can keep testing his applications. So that if a Java application is successful, then he can deploy a machine from that. But .NET application is successful, he can deploy a snapshot, deploy a machine from that snapshot.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Can you all confirm? Are we good to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the next task is called task 9, boot up script. Is anyone heard about boot up script? Boot up or startup script? Have you heard about this? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. And this is also comes under, this also can be used as an automation. If you want to automate a list of tasks, then you can use the script actually. Let me explain how this works. Do anyone know how to create a website? Guys, do anyone know how to create a simple website?
We can create it using HTML file. We can make HTML file.
Can you give me the steps, please?
Yeah, first, like in HTML, sir, what? Like we can create first HTML file with header, body, and everything. Just a simple format.
I agree with you. Like, what is the steps? Like, how will you do that? And you should keep it in. I mean, this website is not in not just a laptop,
Yeah,
and
it's
everyone should be viewable. I mean, it should be viewable to public.
yeah. First, it will be like visible in our laptop only. Once we host it on a server, then it will be visible to all, like
Very good.
other people.
I love the word you said, hosted. Yeah. So a website will come up with the two things. One is called domain registration. Second one is called web hosting. Simple example is GoDaddy. GoDaddy will provide a domain registration like www.cloudforgreen.com. Okay, and web hosting is nothing but a place where you will host uh, um, website contents, website images, videos, files, and so on. Web hosting is nothing but a place where you will keep all website contents. Images, videos, text, and so on. Okay, so in a typical environment where you will these are the steps. Like number one, you need to um, create a web server. Point number two, you need to start HTTPD or IIS service. Point number three, create a website. Point number four, publish a website. These are like typical methods. Can you see how many steps you have, guys? And these steps can go, I mean, this can go like 6-7 steps also. This is a traditional method of hosting a website, I mean creating a website. And now with the help of automation or a boot up script, we all can create in one single step only. We don't need to do many things here. Excluding domain registration, I'm saying in this we are speaking about web hosting. Domain registration will not come now. I'll keep it this aside. Let's call it as web hosting. Okay. All right. So let me show you how this works first, and then I'll ask you to do it. So that number one, you should have a CentOS. We want to use CentOS, and then we need script file. These are the things we need now. So I have the script file with me. I will execute and then I'll share it to you all. First, I need your observation. So for my website, I need some images. So let me copy some images. Okay, so for my website, I'm using this image, and I have a script here. So I have a script here, and let me brief about the script, what the script will do. It is installing a service called HTTPD service. This is responsible for hosting a website or web server service. Once the service is started, the script will write one file called index.html file. It will create one file, and this file would be residing under /var/www/html within this Linux machine, and then it will start the service so that the website gets published. Everything in one single command. Let me copy this and come back to my GCP. Now let me start deploying a machine. VM instances, create an instance. I'll call it as Bugatti website, web server. Put it in East US, and let's go with compute optimized. Okay, not a problem. Change near CentOS 8. Select, and here especially this section, management security networking, click on this section. Under management, can you see something called startup script, all of you? Automation.
Yes, sir.
So have a look into this. You can choose to specify a startup script that will run when your instance boots up or restarts. Startup scripts can be used to install software updates. Can you see this? Software updates to ensure that services up and running within the virtual machine. So now I'll expand this section and paste my script. So I'll make sure that first letter is ash and the last letter is n, and the scripts, yeah, I just verified, yes, I've successfully copied. Yeah, and then I'll click on create. I want all of you to open your browser and please type this IP. I'll give you a public IP now. Please type this IP in your browser. In another 2-3 minutes you will find a website. It's cropping in a color. Yeah, go ahead, copy this public IP in your browser and let me know the result.
The picture is visible. The Bugatti is visible.
Awesome. Let me paste and go. And can you see this, all of you? I built a website and
Yes.
you can see a welcome message also. How long it took? Can we say lesser than 2 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'll give you the script now. I want all of you to test it right away. Please proceed. And once you have completed this task, we can take a quick tea break. We'll resume by 5:20. Okay? Can you all do this? And shall we all take a quick break? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Fine, then most of you are back. I'm good to proceed now. So hope you have successfully published your page with the boot up script. All of you?
Done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Now let's proceed adding some additional resources to our machine. So what we're gonna do is then adding who's that? Can you keep yourself on mute? Okay, have a look into my screen. I have a virtual machine. This is currently running with 2 CPU and 8 GB RAM, right? And I want customizations to this machine. So there is an option called edit. So edit option is used to edit your machine. So let's take you wanna go with an higher version in E2. Let's take currently I am in E2 standard 2. I wanna increase it to E2 standard 4. I can change this but required a downtime. Currently my machine is down. You cannot do this on the fly, but you have to turn down and then increase your resources. My current configuration is 4 CPU and 16 GB RAM. Okay, so now I'm gonna save this. So now you can see the resources. The resource size is revised, and let me power on my machine. Machine is getting powered on, and once it is on, then I'm gonna log in inside this machine and verify at the OS level. Remember, there shouldn't be any impact to the operating system. There shouldn't be any impact to the application. All resources which were residing inside this machine are should continue to work without any significant impact. Okay, let's connect to this machine. I'm allowed to connect. Okay, I have logged into my machine. Let me verify the sizes within the OS. Can you see, guys? Size is revised. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this how you can perform resource customizations to your machine. It's not just CPU or a RAM, you can also customize to your hard disk as well. We'll do one by one. So can you proceed now? Please proceed. For that you need PM downtime. If a machine is up, you cannot do that. Let's say currently my machine is up. See, I don't have an option to increase it. You must stop the VM to edit the virtual machine type. Okay, please proceed. Take 2 to 3 minutes. Please confirm this from your end. Carry on.